What's going on, people? What's going on? First and foremost, all praises be to the Most High. This is Pilgrims in the Earth. Thankful to be before you once again. Yeah, man, another day, another day. I'm dropping another one for the record. Um, this is the succubus spirit. Young men, be careful. Young men, be careful. Um, I put this out there because a lot of us, young men who don't have fathers in our lives or the proper guidance or advice, taking us, like this by the arm and giving us some type of game or some understanding of the stumbling blocks that's out here. Because a lot of them can be dangerous and it can be deadly. I want to drop some information about this today for young men, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm putting it out there. It's something that I've experienced, and I'm sure a lot of people have in this world or in this lifetime. So yeah, check this out right quick. We'll be right back.
This is why you need to know about the succubus. It's more than just a myth. In folklore, the succubus is a demonic entity that visits you in your dreams. She seduces and drains the life force from her victims. Many have woken up in terror, feeling her presence but unable to move. Is she just a figment of our imagination or something more sinister? Next time you hear a whisper in the dark, beware. It might be her.
Okay, so as you see, succubus is real, man. Succubus is a real thing out here, man. People playing, you know what I'm saying? Especially as young men, you going out, you dealing with anything, you laying your oats everywhere, if you know what I mean. Um, you know, and not only are we sexually dealing with a lot of, different women, we're also having children. So now you're creating your life, your offspring with these succubus spirits, and now your children will get infected by this spirit. But let me read this real quick, man. Let me read this. So in folklore, a succubus is a female demon or supernatural entity that appears in dreams, primarily to seduce men through sexual activity. Some traditions believe they require semen to survive, and that repeated intercourse with a succubus can create a bond between them, potentially harming or draining the male partner. The male counterpart to a succubus as is an incubus. So, of course, you know about the incubus. We'll get into that later for the ladies. But this succubus, man, it's so many different attributes that goes along with this or characteristics or whatever. But male semen, I hate to get very descriptive, but I want to be very transparent and honest with y'all. Now, a lot of these sexual, I would say, perversions that we partake in, we learned from what? We learned those from uh porn or pornography. I hope they don't flag this video. But for example, the activity of the semen. So a lot of women, not even just talking about that industry, but I'm talking about a lot of women who crave that sexual act, with swallowing things. I hate to be, descriptive, but a lot of these women are taken by spirits, by that spirit in particular. Um, and these men that get involved with these type of women, they're taking a piece of you. You get what I'm saying? You're releasing your energy in her. Number one, these type of women, they usually go for young, impressionable men. The young energy of men, they crave it. It's like a life force for them. Um, Also, what they do target is successful men, prominent men, men that people look up to, men that have power. So this spirit loves to uh basically walk men like that like a dog. Everybody looking up to this great king, but behind closed doors, this woman got him on a leash, doing whatever uh she say do, and he doing it. So pay attention to a lot of these industry people, right? Your Kanye Wests, your Ray J's, who are they always tied to? Because you would think, like, if I had all this money and fame, why wouldn't you just go to somewhere and be with a woman that nobody else had? You have access to all different type of women. You can go get you a virgin in Cambodia somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Why are they keep partaking or engaging relationships with these type of women? Your Kardashians. 1 second, man. Check this out. We be right back.
Corinne Stephens. She taught me how to wash clothes, bro. Something so simple. I did not know how to wash clothes. To this day, every time I can be with whoever. I don't care who I'm with. I don't care where I go. If I see a laundromat, a Bounce, a Downy, the little bear, Corinne. I'm in Target. I see that. Laundry. Oh, shit, Corinne. Like, she just, I don't know. That's she's, like, when you talk about a woman, you got to take out all the things you would know that comes to your mind when you say her name. If you really get a chance to know that woman, listen.
Am I tripping?
No, you not. I'm telling you, bro. It's the fact that she know how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. Like, that's some different type of power. That woman is different, bro. Like, that woman is different.
You know what's, I
with
don't
the
know if
utmost high, but yeah.
I don't know if this is a good thing or this is
Nah, it is.
But this is not the first time we've had somebody sit across from me and
say her name?
Oh, for
real? Man, Corinne was like a really good friend.
Man, nigga, you a friendly motherfucker, boy.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I think she might be one of the most accountable women I ever met in my life. Like, she was so evolved. Man, like, we had a thing. Like, it was so scary. She's so crazy. Like, man, I was a young nigga and, like, you put me on shit. Like, she was just, like, the most, like, incredible, like, fucking, like, she was just like what you would want a woman to be that didn't have that type of history or whatever. Like,
that's why I'm wilding out.
Like, bro, listen, I can't make this shit up.
And I don't, like, shout out to her.
Big shout out to Corinne. They can say whatever they want to say about her. I swear to God, I'll back her up.
But the thing is, the dude who said it was like, yo, bro, she's a hell of a woman. Am I lying?
I'm trying.
Everything I love. Like, cause he was slicing it. It was like, bro, no, she different, bro.
Nah,
she different. Like, she really like cool. Like, she's like the homie, like, for real.
I'm telling you, like, you see how I'm looking? I'm trying to find it. Like, that's the power of
me and my
Corinne,
lady,
bro. Like,
not that my lady need any help, but bro, babe, I'm saying this the right way. We gotta go talk to Corinne, like,
bro.
Let's interview her on fucking Friday together, please, because I really want to know,
bro.
So, as you see, they were talking about the Corinne Stephens chick, it's just something that you can't put your hands on, right? She just do something for me. You know what I'm saying? It could be the craziest chick, you know what I'm saying? Because she comes off very seductive or seductive, and pay attention to the eyes, right? That's how they get you with them eyes. Women that adorn their eyelids. Who do you think they got that type of sorcery from? This stuff has been taught back in the ancient times. They were taught how to seduce men or seduce great men with the eyelids. So when they come up to you, they you can see in their eyes what they want. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a woman. That's why I say a woman has to be shamefaced. Shamefaced. Don't be looking all up in the man's eyes and all that, especially if you got a husband. But we'll talk about Corinne Stephens. I think that's her name. I don't want to say her other name, you know what I'm saying, what she's known for. But pay attention how these women are always connected to so many men. And also pay attention to the mental state of those men after they dealt with these women. Because what does it say? Is she's meant to suck you dry, suck your energy, suck your creativity, suck the God spirit in you. Because men, believe it or not, and I hate to say this, I don't hate to say it. Why would I say that? Women, men were put here to be the God in the flesh on earth, the authority. I'm not saying the most high God. I'm saying the governing gender. You know, every woman has to have a husband to follow. So a lot of these women that have this spirit, they come off like, they come off in a feminine way. But once you see her in her true essence, once you see her as she really is, you're gonna see that demon come out. I'm talking about to stab you up, call the police, do all. You be like, dang, where all that stuff come from? Where all the good energy go? Excuse me. It was all a front. It was all a front. But yeah, that connection, that sexual connection, you will never forget that, because it's not that it was just a great experience. It was a spiritual thing. It was a spiritual thing, because a lot of these women are witches, man. They witches. And that's why a lot of y'all be dreaming and y'all be seeing these people in y'all dreams, because when you sleep, you at your most vulnerable state. So you'll be like, dang, I had a dream. I was with old girl. I can't stop dreaming about her. Meanwhile, she cooking up something. Got a cook up for you. You know what I'm saying? When you're not even around. But yeah, man, I want to get into some let's get into a couple names, right? We got Kim Kardashian. And best believe the wish people, remember the wish people who are meant, they're like genies. They're there to grant wishes to people like us, who want the fame and the lifestyle, the world that Satan presents. They use this succubus spirit, these Jezebel women, to seduce men. Because if they come straight at you, you might not accept it, right? But let's say men who can't control themselves or their sexual or don't have sexual discipline. For example, R. Kelly. A lot of these people that's looking at R. Kelly, everybody looking at R. Kelly, how could he do this? How could he? Who you think provided him them women? Who you think those parents were complicit? But who do you think was the middleman for all this stuff to happen? Because you don't get me wrong. I'm gonna talk about the incubus. We're gonna talk about that. I talked about the ditties and all that, but we're talking about the succubus right now. They will put you in a room with alcohol, drugs, and they will put certain women around you. And those women will find your weakness. Oh, he like to he like to get wild. He's a freak. He's a freak. So what they gonna do? Yeah, get him. You know what I'm saying? They gonna find out your vulnerable moments, and they gonna use you. The wish people get what they want, and the succubus get what she want, and she gonna use you up. She gonna use you up. These men be some freaks, man. I'm telling you, that succubus will do some freaky things to you. You know what I'm saying? Sexual immorality. But yeah, I'm gonna give another one. Erykah Badu. I'm gonna name some names just to show y'all, give y'all examples of, the common traits of these women that's in this industry. Erykah Badu. Who all she's linked to? Andre 3000. Common. DOC. J Electronica. Carl Jones. That's just a few. Because I can see at least about 11 on here. That's just a few. Now let's check out Kim Kardashian, right? Kim Kardashian. Let's look into how many men she's linked to. So you got Damon Thomas. I don't know who that is. Ray J. Nick Lacey, Nick Cannon, The Game, Reggie Bush, Gabriel Aubrey, Chris Humphries, Kanye West, the more famous ones, Pete Davidson, Odell Beckham Jr. So these are allegedly. But what I'm saying is whether she dealt with them in that way or not, there's why do these women always want to get next to prominent men with stature? And why does it always seem like the men that they deal with, number one, they don't have sexual discipline because they always surrounded by these, alleged whores. You get what I'm saying? Um, you got to think a woman that will get on camera and exploit herself to the world. That's not the type of woman you want mothering your children. So it's like a man like Kanye West who have access to so many different women. Why would you have children with a woman like that? It's sexual. It's sexual. It's not being disciplined sexually. It's not being disciplined sexually. So let me read this right. So it says this is getting to like the weakness of a succubus, right? Because and let me be careful with addressing this too, because a lot of us a lot of us suffer from molestation. It could have been sexual situations that happened in our past as children. So there was something that happened, uh, a dysfunction that happened, when our brain wasn't fully developed, and something came in. A demon came in. A demon was allowed because these demons operate in your vulnerability. What's the most vulnerable? What's the most vulnerable people in the world? There's children. They're children. That's why parents, a mother and a father, is supposed to be over children and women. I want to say this to y'all, if y'all listening. A lot of y'all are so quick to throw away your baby father, or your child's father. Men are there for a reason, to protect that child. It's more than just maintaining a child to raise them. I don't want to get off topic, but what I'm saying is there are a lot of predators out here. Not only are there male predators, there's women predators, and I don't think we really talk about that as much. So a lot of people in our neighborhoods who have this insatiable lust of I gotta have her, or I gotta have him. They wanna entie themselves sexually with everybody. If you look in their past, you can tell something went wrong. Either they've been touched when they were young, or they've seen something that opened up a, a portal inside of their life, um to allow those demons to come through. Um, if you talk to a lot of men, right? Just talking about men, for example, right? A lot of men have been molested by women, or lost their virginity by older women. So a lot of these guys that's growing up who don't have this sexual discipline, do you know how long they've been struggling with that type of activity? Me personally, right? And I'm just putting myself on blast. And I'm not gonna say I couldn't get women or anything like that. I've always, always been, I don't want to get too, detailed, but pornography was a big thing for me. One of my biggest weaknesses. And I thank the Most High, I don't engage in that no more. But you can either have women, access to women, but you still have to keep that insatiable lust is still there. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even about the climax of it or the ejaculation of it. It's more about just the engaging in that activity. And any young man that's struggling with that, man, I pray that you really do some cold turkey and do some fasting and praying. You can defeat that, man. Don't think that that's normal. We as men, biologically, yes, we do crave beautiful women. We do crave, having children. But don't think that whoremongering is normal. Don't think that whoremonger is normal. When you can just go outside, I want to have, I want her, I want her, I want her, I want her. That's not normal. As we learned from King Solomon fell to the weakness of a lot of women. In dealing with a lot of those women, you don't know what you sticking your thing in. It's very common knowledge in the southern part of America, like New Orleans, South Carolina, a lot of those places, especially coming from Haiti. A lot of those women, great grandmothers taught it, passed down. Put this in your spaghetti. Put this in his spaghetti. Put this in his food. Do this, do that, do that. These women knew. They knew how to control a man. You know, you see how crazy Kanye be going, like, or how many people got this crazy baby mama. You still be like, bro, you still dealing with her? You still dealing with her. After she done showed you all the signs, they will keep going back. And it'll blow your mind. You be like, bro, you cannot see the signs that this woman, number one, she don't have your best interest. Number two, she's using you for something. She's sucking you, bro. You see them, you see their face, they don't even look as young as they used to be before they started dealing with the chick that they deal with. It's that succubus. It's sucking something up out of them. Let me get a scripture right quick, right? Let me get a scripture to get some examples, man. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 7. Proverbs chapter 7. Um, my son, and I'm talking to young men mostly. We were just talking about Solomon. Solomon had a lot of wisdom. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live. And my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. Always be willing to learn. Close your mouth and open your ears. Open your understanding, especially to the older men, because they've seen some things in life that you can learn from. But yeah, verse 5. That they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. Man, I done seen other men wives. Man, you got people that's into like what's that called? Swingers and all that. Man, those type of women are rampant in those type of environments because they know that those type of men, that's like a quick high for them. But they really want the brothers that who have a lot of what they call now semen retention, that backed upness. They want you. But if they can't get you, they're gonna operate in those environments. You have women that prostitute for money, but there's women out there that prostitute just because they suck those men dry. Yeah, believe it or not. But yeah, verse 6. So they're gonna flatter with their words. But yeah, like I said, I done seen other men's wives flirt and they got that look in their eyes. Like I said, you have to watch them eyes. They got the little makeup right here, the eyeliner, and they got that look. They got their eyes on you. It's like they looking through you. But yeah, verse 5. Verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones I discerned, among the youths a young man void of understanding. What I just tell you, they always go for the young men. The young men have that young goodness for them. They want to taste that good stuff. That's how they look at it. Telling you, man, it's a wicked world, a weird, wicked world out there. Everything that you do is spiritual. Everything. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. So you might look at it like, oh, that's some freaky stuff. Oh, that's some spiritual stuff. So anyway, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner. So she had her own corner. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know no better. He just la la la, he probably had $40 on him. Anyway, uh yeah, passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house. So the older you probably had some older guys sitting back watching, like, hey, look at him, look. Yeah, he had to learn the hard way. So he went the way to her house. Verse 9, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. So usually they like to operate in the dark. You know what I'm saying? These type of women normally would have a reputation. So a lot of men like to creep over there because she do that one thing, everybody like. Verse 10, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. Now, am I saying that she's always going to present herself as a harlot? No, because believe it or not, these shalom brothers, these Israelite women, these pro-conscious women, these Pan-African women, you go to their page and you see tarot card readings, and now they're focusing, or their target is men who, godly men of the Most High. So they might be dressing, they'll be dressing like a whole Muslim because they're trying to reel in, that righteous seed. Verse 11, she is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Verse 12, now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. So she making him feel special. I've been looking for you. You know what I'm saying? He like, who me? Yeah, you. Her place, she had all that set up for anybody that was walking through there who green, like him. Green, meaning no experience. But he falling for the game. Verse 16. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. So you go up in their bedroom, they always got some nice stuff up in there. You know what I'm saying? You like, wow, it's nice up in here. You get mesmerized, hypnotized. Verse 17, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our full. Hold on. Let me check. Okay, come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. And these type of women control weak men. Let me say it again. These type of women control weak men. So there's always a danger with dealing with them. Not only because she's sucking you dry, but there's other weak men around her that men are naturally territorial. So if you dealing with his sweet honey dip that he have the greatest experience with in his life, that type of man will take your life. That type of man will take your life. And I can't think of the scripture. But when men are jealous, they will kill you. Yeah, they'll take your life. They'll unalive you. So imagine a woman like that. She already don't care about you because she bringing you in a residence where he lay his head anyway. So she's already putting your life in jeopardy. Do you think she cared if her man do something to you? They like it like that. So how many of these women that come from our communities that men get into these altercations with, well, this man had lost his life and the man that did it, he's in prison. What you think she gonna do while you in prison and this other man lost his life? On to the next one. Yeah, let's continue. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. Verse 20. He have taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. So he gonna be gone for a while. We can do whatever you want to do. What you want to do? Verse 21. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Verse 22. She said, I got me one. I got me a fresh, young, hot tenderoni. Yeah. So what do you think these new basketball players, these new football players, what type of women do you think be at these all-star games? It's money. Don't get it wrong. It's money and fame. But the ones that's experienced, the ones that do witchcraft, they want that. They want that. They want that young seed. That's what they want, that seed. He goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. 23. Till a dart strike through his liver as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, young men, listen, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. When you're young, and you're impressionable, get around some knowledge, some wisdom. You don't need to be laying with all these women. When I was young, my older cousins, all the older people in the neighborhood, they made it seem cool to deal with all these different women. These women will suck you dry at your greatest time in your life, when you're supposed to be chasing your purpose. You should be finding God. You should be finding your talent in life, not chasing after no punani. Because that's what's gonna suck you right up out of you. So yeah, man, don't go not astray in her paths. Verse 26. For she have cast down many wounded. Kanye West, Ray J. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. And it don't gotta mean that they don't got no life no more. They don't have no life force. Right? They don't have no life force. So all they got is that high. When they need to again, when they, they're if you know what I mean, they looking for that next hit. So they going, they trying to find that succubus. They trying to find that Kim Kardashian hit again, or the Erykah Badu hit again, or that Superhead hit again. Verse 27, her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Man, yeah, man, that's I didn't even want to be so long-winded. I'm trying to be shorter with the videos. But yeah, I wanted to send this out to young men. Discipline yourself, man. Discipline yourself. I know I've done videos about women and things like that. That's, game to the women, but I don't want to never seem like I'm targeting any gender. But which is why I told my wife to do her channel for the women, check her out. Feminine, virtuous. I can't think of it right. I'll put it in a thing. But anyway, yeah, man. Today, this is strictly for the young men. If anybody else can get something from it, or if don't nobody get nothing from it, share it. Share it to somebody. Share it to one of these young men who just chasing women all day, who ain't got no purpose in life. All they want to do is get their money. Once they get paid, what they gonna do? They gonna get a nice little outfit. They'll get some new shoes. You know what that is? That's bait for the women. All they know is chasing women, trying to get that next high. But eventually, you're gonna see, your life is gonna fade very fast. Your youthful, your youthful, your youth and your face will fade away, just like you drinking alcohol every day. But yeah, man. All praises be to the Most High. There's pilgrims in the earth. Peace, y'all.
Worship me. Pray to me like I'm your God, your goddess.